I am the light. The light is surrounding me. The light is transforming me. The light is protecting me. Divine love is flowing around and through me, solving and dissolving all situations for the good of all. A higher power is in charge of my life, and only good can come through me. My mind is open. My heart is receptive, and miracles are happening right now. I consciously choose to raise my vibration to a place of truth and light. Yes. Well, the channel has made note of the fact that this is the change of the season. You are moved out of the official winter, the dream time, into spring, which is the planting time, the time of beginning to create in a physical form that which was a dream in the winter. This causes great turmoil, great activity. The way you begin your planting is by turning over the soil, by digging up the earth, by sorting out the stones, by taking out the weeds, and preparing the soil for new experience, new growth, new excitement. When you look around your world, your personal world, your wider world, and you see chaos and you see turmoil, it is a metaphor for the turning over of the earth, for anything new to grow. The old must be turned over, released. You need to break into what was and break it apart in order to make the space for what is to come. Now, there are those of you who will say an earthquake, a war, a tsunami, a flood, whatever, is a very drastic clearing and turning over of the soil. And yet we say to you, this is part of the change. This is part of the growth. This is part of the releasing of the old. And we say to you that not one single soul is involved in these exchanges without, on a soul level, the knowledge and the commitment to this. We are not talking about viewing the personal, the persona, the ego, the human aspect as being willing to be sacrificed. We are talking about, on a soul level, it's all one, and it's happening to each one of you as it happens to any one of you. And so the challenge, and you know we do not use this word lightly, the opportunity for each of you is to make the most of what is happening, to see what is being turned over, to see what is being released, to see what is being prepared for new growth. Those of you who are watching what is going on are those who will create and plant the seeds of new growth after this turmoil. When the earth is torn and everything is barren, that is the time for planting. That is the time for new beginnings, new growth. This is spring. In each of you, there are places that are at this time being ripped apart, being turned over, being torn up. Realize that this is preparation for new beginnings, new growth. Not just the same old thing being regrown, restrewn. These are not seeds from last year, last month, last lifetime. These are seeds for a new world, a new way of being in your world. And it is up to you to look in your own life and see, where do I choose to plant new thoughts, new dreams, new goals, new beliefs? Where do I toss out the remnants of last year's garden? This is about new growth. This is about planting a new garden. This is about creating a new way of being. You are the one who chooses. You choose the seeds you will plant. You choose the way you will care for those ideas, those dreams, those visions in your own life and in the world. And what you need to understand is that you start in your own heart. You look in your own life to see what's been torn up, what's been broken apart, what's been opened up for a new way of seeing. And from the new way of seeing, you move into a new way of being. Because what you do in your own heart is reflected in the world. The greatest way for you to create peace in the world is to create peace in your own heart. And in order to do that, you need to break open what needs to be broken open. You need to melt what needs to be melted. You need to feed what needs to be fed. And you need to let go of what needs to be released. When you do this for yourself, you serve the world. You serve the whole. And the whole is calling you to do this. Yes, we will close.